Hello again, everybody, and welcome back here to the campus of the University of Central Oklahoma at Hamilton Fieldhouse. It's BSN's OBCA All-Star Saturday as we're underway here in the Class 2A versus Class 3A game. And quickly a three-pointer up and good from the top of the circle. I'm Todd Miller, joined by Mark Rogers and the entire crew here from Edmond, Oklahoma. A turnover and off the deflection. Coming up with a basketball is Carson Thomas from Oklahoma Christian Academy. Drives, now backs it out top of the circle. They'll kick it left quarter. The three by Holmes hits the side of the backboard. Mark, you called the first game. It is a couple of passes at best and a shot.
Well, it's a typical All-Star game, and we had a good one. It went to overtime, a little impromptu 2-minute overtime session, and the West beat the East. A little different format here with Class 3A and 2A playing against each other.
Kobe Hooten will drive right, goes around two defenders, scoops it high off the glass and missed it. Immediately, 3A with a rebound. They'll shoot it up ahead. Hayden Hicks misses the bucket. Preston Holmes crashes for the rebound. Still 3-0 in favor of 2A, leading over Class 3A here in the second of three games on All-Star Saturday. Quick three put up, spins off no good for the right corner. Another rebound. This time it's Ryan Kennedy, the former Lindsey Leopard. He'll drive right, follow-away jumper blocked out of bounds by Jackson Vandruff. Two sports standout from Cashin High School, and possession will remain with 3A. Lob pass to Ryan Kennedy. He'll quickly put up a three. Misses that one for the left circle. Nobody down but white jerseys for Class 2A. They pitched a shutout for 90 seconds here of this first period. Carson Thomas to the goal, lays it up and missed it. And that's not something you thought you would say coming into an exhibition all-star game.
That's right. Two free throws coming up for Thomas. Had a good state tournament.
Foul was called against Bleston Miller. That is his first personal foul. First free shot is missed. The second one rolls off no good. So Carson Thomas, who led OCA, along with his teammate who's on the roster, Karan Banks, to a runner-up finish in Class 2A this past season, representing the Eagles here at the All-Star Saturday afternoon festivities. Evans puts up a three right wing. That is no good. They'll outlet up ahead to the goal. Ball knocked out of the hands, but regathered and laid in by Carson Thomas. So he missed a pair and then gets a nice aggressive bucket at the other end. Another three put up by Bleston Miller. He's out of Prague. That one comes up short. 3A really having trouble from long distance, Mark, here early.
And then in transition, there's a good block.
Terrific block. Keaton Smith looked like he had an open bucket. Bleston Miller with a rebound. Brings it to the front court. Ducks around the defender. Goes up. Draws contact. And he's fouled. So he'll go to the line for two. It's 5-0. 2A leading 3A. 5:50 to play here in the first period. We both went from the outset with Class 3 to win this ball game. You're 0 for 1, though, already today.
I am, and it looked like I was going to have victory with the East, but the West made a nice comeback late.
Bleston Miller, first foul shot is no good. The second one is good, so they're on the board at the 5:50 mark here of the first period. 2A with the basketball. They wear the white and black uniforms. The 3A All-Stars are in the red and black, and the ball knocked away from behind out of bounds. It'll stay with Class 2A, leading 5-1. 5:37 to play here in the first period. Quickly inbound to Keaton Smith from Preston. His head coach, Chase Littlejohn, directed the 2A All-Stars. Going to the rim, missing the layup, Carson Thomas. He was challenged. Rebound to 3A. They run the outlet, and it's stripped out of the hands that time of Malachi Evans. Ball batted out to mid-court, run down by Thomas for the easy two-handed flush. And, boy, he's been really active, Mark, here at the outset. Missed two free throws and has the last four.
First dunk of the game. Also active, I think, Kennedy, who's showed some defense in the back line. He'll take a long three there.
And that one is short. One of the smaller players, Bleston Miller, down low, battling for the rebound. Great bounce pass as he feeds it to Ice. Hayden Ice for two, and all of a sudden it's 7-3.
No look pass as well.
Turnover for Class 2A, and 3A will get it into the front court with just under 5 to play. We'll have a line change at about 1:50 here of the first period. Right side, Miller backs his way out of the wing. Loops it down low for Ryan Kennedy. He holds high, backs against Vandruff, now funnels it to Miller, who goes to the rack. Ball deflected into the hands of Evans for the lay-in. And all of a sudden, that is 5 straight by 3A to cut it within 2.
Malachi Evans was in the right spot in the lane.
Preston Holmes whips it around the right side. Vandruff with the basketball, holds it low, starts to drive, goes back door, and that ball was blocked. Good defense by Hayden Ice. Ice with a rebound. Now to Malachi Evans. Up ahead to Kennedy. They'll settle into a half-court offense, and Hicks triggers a three, and that's 8 straight now by 3A as they take a 1-point lead, 8-7.
It's the best look they've had. Wide open three-point shot, had time to take the pass, get in good shooting form.
There's good shooting form for the elbow by Preston Holmes, who knocks down the jumper. And with 4:03 to play here in the first period, with 2A leading 3A by a .98, we get wholesale substitutions. Williams, Anthony, Lickens, Evan Williams, and Karan Banks come in for 2A. Evans, Cash, Pinko, Coffee, and Hammer for 3A. Between the circles is Buddy Hammer. He'll get it to Pinko, who drives down the paint. The 3A OBCA Player of the Year draws the foul, and the future Northwestern Ranger will go to the free throw line. Kyler Pinko, one of the more productive scorers in school history at Alva High School, led the Gold Dogs to one state tournament in his career. Came up a couple of wins shy this past season, and he hits the first free throw.
I told Adam I'm not much of a shoe guy, but did Tyler put on different shoes? Put on the right shoes? Is that the same pair of shoes, Tyler, or those two different pairs of shoes?
They look like they're different, don't they?
I'm sure that is the way that it's supposed to be, but
they're certainly different than they were when we put them on, aren't they?
that's right.
Karan Banks knocks down a long two out front, 11-10, 2A over 3A. Right side is Eli Evans. Evans throws up a little runner, misses it short, gets his own miss. Backs down, whips it out high. Hammer turns to the three, drives, and two hands it down as he just went by the Ole defense for the easy bucket, 12-11. 3:05 to play here in the first period. Karan Banks through the top of the circle. 2A trying to retake a lead. They led 7-0 at the outset. A challenge three by Malachi Lickens is no good over Rustin Coffey. 3A has the rebound. Evans through the top of the key. Back out high to Hamer. Right circle. Quick trigger three by Cash is good. And Bryson has 3A's second made three of the ball game. And they lead by 4, 15-11.
Back-to-back two really good looking three-point shots. And they've any jitters that were there early, they've settled down.
Liggins, a nice crossover drive, goes to the rim. The shot was blocked, or tipped, should I say, by Hammer. And the rebound gathered up by Class 3A. They'll shoot up ahead, right side. Eli Evans thought about a three, drives underneath the goal, flips it up and in. What a move by Eli Evans.
This group that's come in here for Class 3A has really done a nice job.
Played for a high school with one of the greatest names in Oklahoma, the Wampus Cats from Atoka. Another quick three at the other end, no good by 2A. Rebound to Cash. He counterattacks, has it 1-on-3 into the paint, whips it back door for Pinko. He'll back it out to the corner, down to the right wing side. Under 2 minutes to play first period. Look at the drive. Whips it left. Good look for Evans. Quarter left three, no good. The tip by Coffey was offline. Rebound to 2A. They shoot it up ahead. Left side for Malachi Liggins. Penetrating, pivoting Cade Anthony, and he throws it in from about 6 feet. There's a much-needed basket for 2A. They cut the deficit down to 4. Hamer to Pinko, deep three left side. That one spins off, no good. Rebound deflected in the air. Eli Evans has it. He'll go back up for 3A. Missed it short as that shot was challenged. Rebound to 2A with 76 seconds to play here in the first period. Down the paint goes Banks all the way to the goal, and he lays it in. That's his second basket. This kid's special.
Each team has some height right now on the floor.
1 minute to go, first period. Eli Evans to the goal, all the way to the glass. Layup was in the cylinder, rattled out. Rebound again to Banks. He'll speed to the front court. Was blocked at the top of the circle. Now gets it, floats left, cross courts it. The layup is good. Karan Banks handling the bump out front and getting the assist. Cade Anthony, the recipient, now has 4. Game tied at 17. A little run now by Class 2A. And a violation at the other end, as I believe it was Hammer that was standing to the sideline. Is there an easier job today than officiating this game?
Yeah, I think that the officials, we had a little discrepancy at the end of the last game. Team fouls were 7-1. But no, these guys are doing a great job.
They have let him play. That's what we're here for. Banks challenged at the rim, has it knocked out of his hands out of bounds. It'll stay with 2A with 24.6 seconds to go in the period, 17 apiece. It's a 17-10 3A run after they trailed 7-0 to the outset and couldn't buy a long-range bucket. Speaking of a long-range bucket, there's Banks who will raise for the left quarter and misses. Kyler Pinko, the former Alva Goldbug, with a rebound into the front court. Dribbles between the legs, now backs it out, puts up a contested three. It was short off the front rim and out of bounds, so 2A will get it with 9 seconds to play here in the first period. Middle game of 3 on OBCA All-Star Saturday, presented by BSN. 2A will roll it into the front court. Banks will pick it up. 5 seconds to go in the period. He draws a double, bounces it across the paint. Shot was blocked. Ball kept alive. It deflects to Quentin Williams, who banks it in, and that'll do it on the first period of play.
That was a good shot by Williams. He's a contest in the lane, and we mentioned a lot of height on this 3A squad. But, got the basket to go and gives his team the lead.
19-17, 2A closes the first period with a bucket lead. We're back after these messages. It is the BSN OBCA All-Star Saturday event from UCO, powered by Squirtle.
Is your spouse's snoring becoming an issue? Have you been told that you need a sleep study but refuse to go into a sleep lab? Then NextGen Sleep is here to help with our innovative solution for the evaluation, testing, and treatment of sleep apnea. NextGen is proud to offer this FDA-approved, convenient, and affordable solution that can be done all from the comfort of your own home. Call today to get started, 405-308-3324, or email us at information@nextgensleep.com.
No.
Todd Miller, Mark Rogers back here with you. Hamilton Fieldhouse on OBCA All-Star Saturday. Busy weekend of high school All-Star games. We'll be needed tomorrow for the baseball games here on Squirtle. 3A down 2. Trinkers right wing to start the second period. Weston Miller's shot rolls off the rebound to Preston Holmes. Holmes challenged at the top of the circle. Somehow got a clean shot off. With drop, Vandruff off the floor. Goes up, pivots, and had it stripped into his hands by Kennedy. Big hands by Kennedy, saves the basket. Bounce pass down low. Kennedy spins, goes back door, and draws the foul. But Mark, something that we're going to start seeing going forward next year in high school basketball involves free throws. They're going to do it more like women's basketball in the NBA, where there's so many fouls in a period and no more one-and-ones.
5 fouls in a period gets you the double bonus. I don't like the rule. I'm sorry.
I don't either. It's a big strategy. Why do you think they went to that?
They said that it could potentially reduce dangerous plays. I don't buy that. It seems like they're trying to do something good, but not necessarily.
Kennedy hits 1 of 2. Quick three put up at the other end, no good. 19-18, 2A. We're a minute into the second period. Attacking right, Evans, and he draws the foul. It takes a big part of strategy in late games out of play. And don't think there won't be hard fouls if a team's got 1 or 2 late and needs to foul.
Right. The way that it seems like we had a lot of games this year that were pretty close at the state tournament, which or just in general, where if it's a late game fouls, you can get 3 1-and-1 opportunities, and that's a good way to try to make a comeback. Evans
misses the second. Under 7 minutes to play here in the first half from Hamilton Fieldhouse. 2A with a slight lead, 19-18, and they add to that as knifing his way to the goal and kissing it up and in off the window for an easy basket. 3-point game, 2A leading. That last basket by Carson Thomas, I have him with 9 already. Fall away 3 left wing, no good by Hayden Hicks. A rebound, though, to 3A. Back to Hicks to the goal. Layup is good. Hicks with his first 2-point basket has 5. Only 3 made 3-pointers, 2 by 3A here in this first half of play. 21-20, 2A leading the 3A counterparts. Skip pass, Keaton Smith moves right, puts up a 3 and another block for Klein. He got a good piece of that one. It came up short. Hayden Ice with a rebound. Ice out of Purcell. They had a really good year this year. Here's Hayden Hicks. His 3 rattles off the rim, almost kissed it off the window. And the rebound to Carson Thomas. Thomas to the goal. Flips it to Vandruff. Goes up. Shot was blocked, but a foul in the collision. Hayden Ice commits the personal. And Jackson Vandruff will go to the free throw line.
Vandruff was looking for a foul call earlier. Finally got that one. There's plenty of contact there.
Part of a terrific high school career was Jackson Vandruff. Played for John Hardaway for the Wildcats. They were state runners-up 2 years ago. First foul shot is home. He'll get one more. And he was a key cog in Lynn Shackelford's runs in the last 4 years to gold balls and cash it. Second one is good. 23-20 our score. Hayden Hicks dribbles through the top of the circle. Ryan Kennedy's three spins out. Rebound Preston Holmes. For the most part, 2A has controlled this game. They fell behind by 5, and since they've recovered to take a 3-point lead, they'll turn it over on a bad pass.
I think we're going to go back and forth here a little bit. I don't think it'll just be one-sided, but maybe a little bit of advantage to this 2A group that's on the floor now.
5.5 minutes to play before the end of the half. Rustin Coffey pulls up on the baseline. Jumper is good. That was with a defender at his face. Rustin Coffey with his first basket. 23-20. Thomas, a long three, got it. And he stuck that one right in the face of the defender. Carson Thomas with both of the three-point baskets today for Class 2A. They lead by 4. Their biggest lead was 7 early at 7-0. Quick three by Evans, and he gets it right back. Malachi with his first three now has 5, and it's back to a 1-point game.
Shooting starting to heat up.
Thomas drives between a double team. It's knocked out of his hands, picked up by Kennedy. Up ahead, and Kennedy gets a lob pass off the backboard but misses the slam. Into the front court, Preston Holmes to the goal. Misses it that time over Hayden Ice, who with authority rips down the rebound, bounces it to Miller. Up ahead, right side, open three, Evans for the lead, no good. 2A with a rebound with 4.5 to play here in the first half, 26-25. Right side, Holmes, he'll trigger a three. That one was halfway down, spun out. Both teams have started to go a little bit cold here after it was a 4-point game a moment ago. 2A doesn't get back, and Evans takes advantage as he goes right to the goal around Smith for the bucket. Due for a substitution here momentarily, 27-26. That's 5 straight now by 3A, and a nice move by Smith going into the body of Kennedy and gets the bucket.
Here comes the size in for the 3A team.
Correction, that's Preston Holmes with the basket. His second, he has 4. Went around Ryan Kennedy. 28-27, as Mark told you, 2A retakes the lead. Kyler Pinko will bring the ball to the front court, moving from left to right across your monitor. Pulls up at the elbow against the zone, kicks it left wing. Bryson Cash well off from 3. Rebound to Hayden Hicks. Up ahead to Miller. Nice touch pass, and the layup is good. Some good teamwork on the break as Malachi Evans gets his 4th basket.
That was such a good pass, it even scared the recipient.
Yeah. Hammer cross courts it, driving baseline. Pinko off balance, throws it up, and it rattles home.
So that's how you become the player of the year, hitting shots like that.
Kyler with his first basket now has 4. 30-29, Class 2A. Malachi Liggins with a basketball. Guarded right side, Rustin Coffey. He'll put up a 3 over Coffey. Missed it, and the ball slammed down out of bounds by Quentin Williams, who played this past season for Ketchum. Chase Littlejohn, the now former head coach of the Preston Pirates, directing Class 2A. David Davidson, the head coach from Lindsay, working 3A. Quick 3 put up right wing, no good. 2A with a rebound. They lead by 1 with 3 minutes to play in the half. All the way to the goal. Double clutch, missed layup by Liggins. Rebound to Hammer. Up ahead to Cash to the goal for the bucket.
Good finish.
31-30 with 2:45 to play here in the first half. Both these teams sharing the ball well, Mark. I mean, they walked into the gym today and saw each other for the first time. Thanks to the bucket for 2.
A little lower scoring than we saw in the first game, but it's been close and going back and forth.
Karan Banks, former OCA Eagle, with his 3rd basket. Gives 2A back the advantage, 32-31. Pinko with a swing dribble out high, steps inside the arc, long 2, no good. Rebound to Class 2A. And gets back, 2A will get up into the front court. Banks sets the table down, drives, lost the handle, but they're going to call a reach on Rustin Coffey. That is team foul number 2 on 3A. So plays from free throws here in the second period. 2A wearing the white and black uniforms, 3A in the red and black. And a turnover as losing the handle that time was Malachi Lickens. All the way to the goal, Eli Evans. And how about the body control and a tough shot to go?
He absorbed some contact and got it off glass. It's a nice finish.
33-32, 145 to play here in the first half. Banks will step into a three. That one back rim's no good. Rebound one-handed down by Hammer, former Westville student athlete. They outlet up ahead, going to the rim. The shot's blocked that time. And 2A preserves a 1-point deficit. They have the numbers. Banks around the defender. Hammer, and he lays it in off of a finger roll.
David Page would not have liked that shot from you and I in high school. That was a little pastry on that.
It was. Brady Hammer to the goal, scoops it up. He misses that one. 2A with a 1-point lead, 34-33. A new role for Coach Page this past season. He was an assistant.
Helping out Brady at Brady Page at Hennessy. Had a good team.
They did have a really good team. Out and running, Evans takes a dribble to the goal, misses it, gets his own miss, and puts it back up and in. I know they were disappointed that first-round exit in Class 2A, though.
Made the quarterfinals.
Anthony fouled at the other end of the floor. 35-34, 3A.
It's a good block on the other end by Quentin Williams from Ketchum.
Evan Williams from Colcord handled the inbounds pass. Now it's Lickens. Cross courts it right side. 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Williams to the goal, goes back door and lays it in. Seen some really good athleticism at the rim both ways here in this first half.
I'm going to make a prediction. I think the team that takes more 2-point shots and gets to the lane is probably going to win this game.
3 points, Bryson Cash.
Bryson Cash is a little three.
Cash with a splash from three. 38-36, 3A. 22 seconds to play in the half. Going to the rim, way up, missed by Lickens. Gets a deflection, missed it again at the rim. Rebound to 3A. One dribble up ahead, it's Cash. 1-on-2, following one leg shot, no good. And the rebound to 2A. 5 seconds to play in the half. All the way to the goal is Quentin Williams, and he lays it in. And that will do it on the first half of play, and why not? Let's start the third period. Mark, the way we started the game, deadlocked.
All tied up at 38. It's good scoring in the final few minutes of the second quarter there to even things up.
38 apiece is our score. We will have more from Hamilton Fieldhouse on the UCO campus and BSN's OBCA All-Star Games after this, powered by Squirtle.